Hey Namaste, this is Sacredowl with another chapter of Real Talk by Sacredowl. Today I'd like to share with you some things that you should keep personal and private. Your life is your life, and the things that you do in your life are very intimate to you. So, in being mindful of that, I would like you to start thinking about the things that I'm sharing with you so that you know that maybe I should keep it to myself. And here's a couple of suggestions on topics. Past resentments. Things that bother you from the past, people you don't like, people that aggravate you. Remember, as you talk about them, you keep that energy alive in your energy. You keep them here. Best way to deal with things that are in the past is to not talk about them, heal them within yourself, and talk to people who are going to help you with it. But don't share it openly. Don't have an opinion about it. Don't sound so negative, because you know what? People don't want to deal with people who have such a negative view of life. And you don't want to be judged that way. Material belongings. It's the next point. Whatever you own, whatever you have, how much money you do, how much money you make, with all that, that's nobody's business. It really isn't. See, people can't help but be envious. They can't help themselves sometimes. I know sometimes when I hear something good about somebody, especially maybe I had a rough time with them, that I get that twitch in my stomach, and I gotta say, hey, hold it up now. That's not who I am. That's not what we're gonna do. And so it's an energy that's been created. So when you share with people some of the things that you're doing and some of the things that you're having and everything like that, they get envious. And do you really want to deal with that energy? That's bags that belong to them, not to you. Another one, goals to the future. Your goals is your goals. If you want to share with people that are closest to you, that's fine. But your goals are your goals. You know what? There's an old line, don't speak away your blessings. Well, stop telling people your blessings. Stop talking about what you're planning to do and just go do it. And don't try to get validation approval, because then it doesn't become your plan. It becomes their plan when they validate you. Do you really want that? I don't think so. I know I don't. Remember, social media is a breeding ground for contempt and for negativity, because people don't want you to do okay. Keep your mouth to yourself. Keep your information to yourself. Okay? How much you make is something you may not want to share either. It's nobody's business. People in this culture look at money, and how much you make, as a social status. And that ain't got nothing to do. That has nothing to do with who you are as a person. It just happens to be a tool and a way you make a living so that you can pay your bills and pay for the lifestyle you choose to live. In this culture, we have the nerve to ask you, hey, what do you do for a living? Oh, how much do you make? We have the nerve. I don't ask that from people. Unless the conversation gets deeper and then we get to that point, then that's when I get permission to ask. Then if they share it, that's fine. Then I'll inquire about it. But if not, I don't. In other cultures, if you ask somebody what they do for a living and how much they make, it's an insult, because you're prying into their business. So stop sharing what you make. Stop telling people how much you make, because it's nobody's business. It is just yours. Another point, your good deeds, your actions. Do you know most philanthropists out there who donate to societies and to charities, they keep themselves anonymous? Do you know why? Because they don't want the attention. And the second thing is that they don't want a billion people knocking on their door asking them for more money. So they just donate quietly. They donate anonymously, and then you don't have to worry about that. But when you have to promote your good deeds, it says a lot about you as a person. It says that you don't have trust, and nor do you validate your own actions. So just keep your good deeds to yourself. Next, your enlightenment, the way you see God, the way you see the universe. Listen, I know people knocking on my door trying to shove that information down my throat, telling me this is the only path to this way and that's the only path to that way. How dare you? How dare you tell me this is the only way I could get to God? You don't walk on my shoes. You have no idea where it's at. I respect everybody's position and I respect everybody's viewpoint. And you know what? If you have a certain way of enlightenment, unless the people ask you, keep it to yourself. People are not ready sometimes to hear what you have to say. And the last and most important thing, your family business. How you feel about your wife, what's going on with your kids, all that. You know what? Girlfriends or boyfriends or male friends and girlfriends and your crews, they don't need to know your business. They don't need to know your business. They don't need to know the inside of that. You know, it's often really not a good idea to do that. If you have a good person, a good partner, then be happy about it and move on with your life. But stop sharing people your business about your family. Okay? Don't put your problems out to other people or in social media. Listen, I hope this has helped today. You know why? Because I mind my business. Because I don't let people mind mine. All right, I love you. Peace. Have a great day.